Well, the lunch today is going to be with Baigan. Baigan, you know what's Baigan? Batao, eggplant.
Oh.
And this recipe comes from my travel inspirations to east of India and Calcutta specifically. So I had this lovely eggplant, sliced it, little fat slices if you like, and I had some leftover okra. So we're going to make something on the lines of Baigan Bhaja or Baigan Bhaja as I call it. It's nothing but it's pan fried. Traditionally with rice flour they sort of dust it up and pan fried, but I'm going to do it slightly differently. Let me take you through it right now, okay? Right, so very simple. We'll sort of season it with a bit of garlic, ginger, and I'll take you through it right now. I had these soaked in water so it doesn't sort of discolor. Alright, so we'll season it with a bit of salt. I'm going to do it together at this time. That's it. Now what we're going to do, Meher, you know that?
What?
Will you help me? Will you help me? What you see here is semolina and that's rice flour. Okay, are your hands clean?
Yes.
Good. You will just toss it together gently and bring it all together, okay? We'll take the eggplant because it's nicely coated and seasoned and we'll dust it on either sides, and all we have to do is pan fry it. Okay? So now mix it together. Yes, please. Mix it together. Nice. Mix it. Mix it. In the meanwhile, let me toss this together. Done?
Almost.
Can you shake the tray so that it all comes together? Just use the shake the tray like that. Like that. Okay. Now the eggplant is nicely sort of coated, if you were to see, on all the sides. Beautiful. We've got these as well. What I'm actually tempted to do is give a bit of gashes on the eggplant like that, so the flavors go in, yeah, nicely when it is being sort of fried. So we'll do that and coat it in that and fry it. Okay, so that's what we'll do right now. All right, Meher, have you mixed it well? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it here. Alright, you made the design?
No, Daddy, I'm just mixing the white bits with the yellow bits.
Alright, lovely. I think it's done. I'm going to put all these and you're going to just flip it on the side.
So...
Good. Don't worry about your fingers. Nicely, and pat dry it a little bit. Pat it. Good. Yeah? Whilst the eggplant is being coated, I'm going to add a bit of mustard oil, and the beauty is that we actually cook it in mustard oil and not on the vegetable oil, but you can try doing it in the vegetable oil as well. Alright, good. Are we ready, Meher? Shall we start these?
I just need to flip this one over.
And once it's actually pan fried, I plan to put it in the oven and finish it in the oven. So that's the difference. We don't want it to sort of absorb too much oil, but once it's seared nicely on both the sides, that's what we're going to do. Okay, it's ready, Meher.
Yeah.
Shall we?
It's flipped over.
Oh, it's perfect.
Now I'll just wash my hands.
Yeah, you can wash your hands. You can wash your hands. Once the oil is hot, you can see it started to smoke. I'm going to bring it to medium heat. There you go. Once it gets a bit golden, I'm going to take it off and then finish it in the oven. Alright, let's check how it's shaping up on the other side. Nice, beautiful, good to see.
Oh, then I know what you're making.
What am I making?
Windows.
That is it. That's the Baigan Bhaja. Look at how beautiful it's looking.
I know.
Stunning.
Mama used to make thingies, this will be delicious.
This is going to be awesome. And look at that little black nigella seeds, and that sort of adds nice pickling flavor to it. And you know what? It's going to go straight into the oven now.
Why?
That's the beauty. We don't want to deep fry it. We want to sort of oven bake it as well. That's it. So it's just about done on the other side as well, if you were to see. I'm just going to stick it here. Alright, so seared on both the sides, and that's how it is. We don't overcook it at this stage. About 200 degrees centigrade with top and bottom heat. We'll put it up. Shouldn't take more than, I'll probably say not more than about 10 minutes, but we'll give it a try and then see how it is, okay? In the meanwhile, we're going to fry the okra slightly differently to this one. And we'll temper the dal which I've made today, and I'll show that to you just now. Okay, so what we're going to do differently with okra here compared to the eggplant is we will actually deep fry it. Also, the medium of oil here is a refined and not mustard oil. And we will put lots of this for it to sort of season. So it kind of holds well together. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Probably add extra bit of rice flour to this as well. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, this is how we're going to fry it. Alright, so you see it's nice, it's colored very well. It's crispy. You don't want to overcook it. You want to enjoy the okra here as well. Bit of that. We'll continue the second batch in a second. Yeah, it's nice and it's nice and crusty and crispy. Enjoying it. Perfect accompaniment to your main dish. We'll get cracking on tempering the dal now. Yeah? Now look at that, the brinjal, it's nicely sort of baked very well.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's too hot and probably take us let it cool down a bit before we can eat it, okay? So I'm gonna leave it in here.
It feels like it's burning even though I didn't eat it.
Switch it off and just leave it in here for a bit for it to get nicely crusty and crispy. The tempering of this tur dal or the arhar dal has slightly a difference from the regular. It's got no tomatoes, it's got no onion, it's got no ginger, but the tempering will be flavored with some curry leaves. I had these fresh curry leaves, we dried it, and then we've got mustard seeds, the tiny ones. We got cumin, and for the tartness we're going to add tamarind. Now that's a tamarind which is soaked in water, and we'll pulp it up and put the whole water as well. And the surprise element is grated coconut. Yeah, that's going to be slightly different to the other preparation. So let's get started. Once it heats up, seeds, cumin. Going to chuck in green chilies, put in these curry leaves, and put in a bit of hing. Hing is asafoetida. It gives lovely sort of fragrance to the whole thing. A bit of hing here. And a bit of turmeric. Yeah, it's out here, baby. Right, at this stage, we'll let it sort of temper nicely. Here, I'm going to add coconut, the grated coconut. The grated coconut. And once it sautés a little bit, we're going to add tamarind pulp to it. Beautiful. Reduce it a little bit before we add it to the dal. All right. So at this stage, we're going to temper it. So I'm going to bring the dal up here, give it a good heat, and just add the whole thing in it. So use this as well, clean it up, deglaze it, and give it a nice pour. Once it's ready, we'll check for the seasoning and add a bit of ghee to it. That should be perfect. Alright, so it's all done. We've got this lovely Baigan Bhaja, or the eggplant, which is sort of beautifully cooked, if you were to see. Pan fried and then put in the oven. Just sort of, because the idea is that semolina can actually take in a lot of oil if it's deep fried. So slightly a cheat method of doing it. Yeah, so that's all done nicely. It's nice and crisp. I'm going to add a bit of smoked paprika on the fried okra. Now that was deep fried. And what could be a better way than finishing it with a bit of desi ghee up here. So that's as simple as that. It's thin, it's nice, perfectly goes well with rice. And yeah, let me give it a taste. Love the crunch of coconut, mustard seeds, curry leaves, the desi ghee, and this eggplant as well. I think it's just lovely. It's come out beautifully well, cooked through and through. Great quick option. Quick, easy, simple processes. This can be actually totally vegan. Vegetarian options. The dal doesn't even have ginger and garlic to it. With only a dollop of ghee. You can take the ghee off and make it a vegan option if you like. So here it is, our lunch. Quick and easy. Be safe, try it at home, tag me if you like it. Share me your ideas as well. Have a good day.